Magic does exist in Dragon Ball Z. Heck, Majin Buu kind of has similarities to the way a genie would look. Majin Buu having magical type properties or some type of magical abilities like turning you into candy and crap. But don't get it twisted, he's a magical being, not a wizard. Babidi is actually a wizard, but we don't get to see wizards much in Dragon Ball. Like, I'm talking about powerhouse wizards that can give Goku and Vegeta issues, especially in canon. Well, that was the case until beings like Moro showed up. He's a being that threatened the universe millions of years ago, but got sealed away and drained of his power. That's why he doesn't look like this, but instead looks old and elderly. It's because of one of the Kais back in the day. He literally sealed away Moro's magic, which is why he became weakened like this. He even said out his own mouth his magical abilities are in a pathetic state. He got his hands on a little bit of magic before his life had ended, which is why he had broke out of the cage he was in. Yep, it helped him escape the galactic prison he was drained and stuck in for a while. All this damage he busted through to get free while in a weakened state. You know you're a busted character when you're imprisoned in a super powerful prison. Even when you're weak with no magic, nobody can actually kill him because he had a death sentence, but it didn't matter because nobody in the galactic control could really kill him anyway. One of his most hacksy abilities is being able to literally suck the power from planets. They call him a planet eater. Kind of reminds me of Galactus, right? But notice how he just puts his hand out and he can literally just suck the energy, drain him like that from far away. As you can see, the whole planet, and he can just literally consume it, destroying the planet in the process. So he can literally eat the planet's life energy to keep himself saturated. Yep, it's literally stated he's dubbed the Planet Eater. But certain beings like Majin Buu are actually super resistant, or one could say immune to his magical stuff. He legit can't absorb the energy of Majin Buu, Fat Buu. Even stated on panel, his energy absorption doesn't work on him. Majin Buu is technically Moro's kryptonite as well, because this Fat Buu is in possession of the same being that sealed up his magic in the first place. They talk about how them two looking at each other again after all these years must have unleashed his latent potential, which is why Moro's getting messed up here in this particular scan. But not to mention Moro was actually kind of still weakened here too, so put that in consideration. Moro was weakened and Majin Buu was powered up more than ever before because of these two having history and unfinished business from the past powering up Majin Buu. But enough of this for now. He's one of those magic wizard type characters. His magic and stuff can do stuff like telekinesis, and he can survive in space. He has telekinetic type of abilities. I mean, he is a wizard after all. What wizard do you know that can't do telekinetic type stuff? Especially in fiction. It's almost like he has the force on how he can pull stuff towards him. Ships that try to fly away, his telekinesis can just pull it down with ease. He can use his abilities in combat, even against beings as powerful as Super Saiyan, but I'm going to get to that stuff in a second or two. This is him in his peak power back in the day. This is how he looked after he got his magic drained in old decrepit state. His goal was to get from this by absorbing enough energy to get back to this like he originally was via life force absorption or wishing it with the Dragon Balls or whatever he could do. So if you're wondering throughout this video why he suddenly starts to lose his beard or hair, you're going to know why, because he's getting his power restored, looking younger, restoring his health and youth, blah, blah, blah. Notice how in this scan his beard looks a lot shorter because he's getting more youthful and restoring his health. On top of life force absorbing type of abilities, this technique right here looks like some electric type stuff. Strength and speed wise, I think we all can agree that he's too strong for a base Goku and Vegeta. Look how he threw him through this many islands, damaging him. Even a base form Goku tried to kick him, he blocks it with his arm, then slams him like a rag doll. That hard. He even messed up and poked a hole through a fusion in the making with a whole bunch of people. This is not Piccolo, though. Notice how short his beard is looking. That boy's getting a lot of energy at this point. Well, Miris was using this device to contain him in this bubble, to try to contain him, and this was actually hard, but he physically, after getting slammed, was actually finally able to tear out of it. With extreme difficulty, of course. To really give you an understanding of how powerful this being is, even when he's old and decrepit looking, still able to block physical attacks from God-formed Vegeta, even stayed conscious from kicks from beings this strong, even when he's nowhere near his max power. Imagine him in his prime. You probably are thinking this feat right here isn't no big deal of him blocking Vegeta in this form. Getting kicked and staying conscious in this state is not impressive, right? This is impressive because you guys know how Goku and Vegeta have God forms, right? Both practically having the same forms. This is the first stage of it. This is the second stage when their hair turns blue, which is a higher form of it. Even the lower form of this state, these Super Saiyan God forms or divine forms can punch, clash, and shake the entire universe or Dragon Ball macrocosm, even threatened to destroy the entire universe itself. even narration. Saiyans with this hair color punch shockwave, can threaten to make the entire universe into a vacuum with their shockwave. Shockwaves that shake the universe and destroy planets along with it. Not to mention the Dragon Ball universe is a macrocosm housing several universe-sized structures within it. This same concept applies for Vegeta because they literally have the same form and they're rivals to one another. So Vegeta can shake multiple universe-sized structures with his punches, and Moro's able to withstand this type of stuff. It was even stated on panel that you probably can't beat this guy Moro unless you go Super Saiyan Blue, meaning Super Saiyan Red or Super Saiyan God isn't enough. Even while old, his magic can slam beings like Super Saiyan Vegeta, or one could say Super Saiyan 2, depending on how you perceive it. It doesn't really matter. He slings them. Also, the fact that Vegeta felt like he had to use divine energy against this guy, even though this guy's not in his peak, shows you how much of a threat he is. Remember how earlier I talked about his life force absorption? He can use that life force absorption during combat, even in his messed up state. He can grab the energy from the planet beneath them itself and use that energy in combat. And he can attack you strong enough with it to even injure divine level beings, Super Saiyan Red, Super Saiyan Blue tier beings. It implied these attacks can actually damage beings like Vegeta in this caliber. He literally explains it himself. He attacks with the energy of the planet they stand on, can attack you with the energy of the planet itself. You can even see him use the planet's magma in combat. Very tricky villain. He can even use it as defense from a blitz to stop Vegeta from blitzing him, making a wall to make him keep his distance. And he can use this energy or magma to make Super Saiyan Red or Blue level beings strain. It kind of shows he's on that level. This actually forces Vegeta to power up again. As you guys know, Super Saiyan Blue is actually higher than Super Saiyan Red or Super Saiyan God form. Vegeta was forced to use this power he was withholding against Moro. So it's good to know that Moro in this weakened state is at least above or on par with a Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Red, but Blue, as you can see, Vegeta starts avoiding all of these attacks, and it kind of implies he's not on a Super Saiyan Blue's level though. As you can see right here, Moro's starting to realize he's outclassed. So in the middle of the fight, he literally starts absorbing more energy from the planet itself and condenses it to eat it to power himself up even more. You remember the weird abilities I brought up earlier about him being able to absorb energy from the planet itself? He can do that to his opponent while they're fighting without them even realizing it, to the point where Vegeta can't even go Super Saiyan because he's been slowly but surely absorbing their energy the entire time. So before he even got really that powered up, he was already Super Saiyan Red level at the bare minimum, and then he's absorbing their energy to the point where they can't even go Super Saiyan right now. So he absorbed quite a chunk. Goku and Vegeta drain. They actually try to blast him with a Gallic gun. This didn't do nothing because of his magical abilities helping him eat the literal attack just to power him up more. His blast power, this is like a dodo brain moment, can obviously destroy entire islands because destroying planets in Dragon Ball is like a normal day in the life. So of course Moro, somebody that's this strong, can do this. This is how you know Goku and Vegeta is strong. He literally absorbed the power from Goku and Vegeta. It knocked out Goku and Vegeta completely. Yeah, look how short his hair has gotten. He drained them so much that they've been asleep for 3 days. Yeah, but his magic power eventually got restored because he wished for it with the dragon and stuff. With his magic power fully restored, he can shake the entire planet with his power output to suck the whole planet dry all at once. When he's basically restored all the way to his youth, beings that are like his kryptonite beforehand are not his kryptonite anymore. Like Majin Buu, Supreme Kabu. He can block his attacks effortlessly when he was having trouble with them in a weakened state. Dragon Ball characters, no matter which arc, can do easy stuff like punching through meteors. This is just jokes to these type of characters' strength, punching power. How strong is he when he's completely restored? So you know how Goku can shake multiple universe-sized structures, right, in this red-haired state god form, right? You know how Goku has stronger forms than that, like Ultra Instinct, aka a technique that's stronger than these states. Not only is he fast enough to react to a blitz from Super Saiyan Blue Goku, we already know this by now, in his prime state, he can block it with his strength too. But even when Goku uses modes that are even higher than his divine states, his body and strength can endure a gauntlet of attacks from Goku in this state. Despite modes like this being way above Blue, he's still able to hold his ground quite a bit. But whatever he does lack in strength and stuff, he can do weird magic type techniques to immobilize these fluid movements, then can just simply kick you while you're immobilized. He's been fighting Goku like this when he's not at full strength Goku in this Ultra Instinct first level state, not full powered Ultra Instinct, blasting him, and he charges through the blast, physically slugging it with him, even matching arms with him, straining. I'm not really going over speed because it's obvious he's on par with their speed, so he's massively faster than the speed of light. But all these occasions of him locking arms with Goku should prove, since he's fighting a version of Goku that's way above Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Red or Super Saiyan Blue, he should be able to do just like what Goku and them can do in these forms, but better because he's fighting a higher form. So his punches can shake multiple universes as well. And we're not going to ignore he literally got a W. And let's not talk about his speed, y'all. You guys already know Dragon Ball characters have fighting speed. Considering that he's fighting God-level characters, and God-level characters can shake the universe, him being able to destroy the solar system or star system is something that's totally believable, whether it's his blast or just punching power or just absorbing the planet's energy or life force or whatever. Do you guys remember how Majin Buu would literally eat to absorb a character to in turn get their power? Since Moro's a scumbag and pure evil, he did the same thing to one of his comrades, or one could say minions, to get their power. See, here's the thing. Absorbing him was impressive and gave him a ridiculous power because 73's power in general was to steal other people's power by simply grabbing their necks, and their power lasts for 30 minutes. A copy ability. These abilities stack on his already crazy strength he already has, and Moro ate a being that can copy other beings' abilities. So now he can store different powers of the people, and he can store 3 at once, as you see in these bubbles on his head. He can switch between the powers in the mid-flight, this being 73 can. This is the being that Moro ate and got his powers of. I mean, this guy even stored Moro's power when he was having his little time to shine before Moro came on the scene. He gets the exact level of power the opponent has, that he touches by the neck. Okay, now Moro, you just stealing people's power now. In this state, he's hilariously stronger than he's ever been. And guess what? Because of the power returning home, he doesn't have the same 30-minute time limit, so he just ate 73's ability, so if he got your ability, he just got it now. Now he grabbed Vegeta's neck and gained his abilities. When it comes to blast, he even did key blast like the Big Bang attack. Poor Piccolo and Gohan. Even if you rip a limb off or two of him, he can regenerate like Piccolo now. This is just cheating. By the way, he can one punch or one shot a Super Saiyan Blue now. Gohan gets one shotted. Androids are nothing to him. And then this is where stuff gets scary. This dude grabbed the neck of an angel and copied the angel ability for him to undergo even another transformation to where he literally has the power and strength of an actual angel. Yeah. In this state, he got in a slugfest with an even higher version of Goku, even higher than this state, which is also above this state. Their punches were causing shockwaves everywhere. And when we're talking about raw speed, which I don't really like bringing up because we know they're massively faster than light already, you can see them slice all over Earth. The only caveat is that this power, angel power, might actually be too much even for his copy ability, because this body cannot handle such extraordinary power of an actual angel itself. Angels are meant to not be beings you can beat yet in the series. We don't even know if the writers are even going to let Goku ever surpass an angel. Whis even explains it here. His body can't handle the angel power. Moro at this point didn't think he had a limit, but yeah, he did. Angel power was his limit. So in order to contain it, Moro's body literally fused with Earth itself so he won't explode or detonate because his body itself had reached its limit. Oh boy. It was stated they have so much energy contained within him that if he detonated, he would possibly obliterate the entire galaxy. So this definitely confirms blast away a galaxy, right? I mean, of course they can do that. If they're in weaker forms, they can shake the universe. So yeah, of course he can do it like this. Angel form, of course he can blast away a galaxy. It was getting so bad that Lord Beerus was actually debating about stepping in to help. But yeah, the heroes ended up winning at the end of the day, guys. Defeating Moro and cracking the crystal on his head. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with, but this guy is pure evil though. Which form of him do you like the best? Do you like him when he actually ate his own comrade and stole his friend's power to where he gained angel power? Or do you like it when he's like, majority of the time he's in his own power, just, well, no matter what you look at it, he's still like a life force leech anyway. So one could say it's his power because one of his main abilities is stealing other people's abilities. So that's literally just a part of him. So I can't even really call it a temporary power. That's just something he does. It's almost like you got to speed blitz him overwhelmingly fast before he touches the back of your neck, especially in this state. But even if he doesn't have 73's power, still had the ability to suck energy out of you in this state without necessarily copying your ability, but just drain you dry, or the planet itself. You know, just a lot of ways he can take you out with his magic. But I want to hear what you guys think. Do you respect Moro? I want to hear what you guys think. But before I get going, I got to say thanks for the donations, everybody. Respect Moro. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.